Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to CrossFit Show 1. My name is Chris, and today joining me we have, and we're going to be
Keelan.
watching some John Penisini with you guys today. He is a fifth-year senior out of Utah. Listed officially at 6'1" and 3/8, 318 pounds, 10.5-inch hands, 32, almost 33-inch arms, and 78.5-inch wingspan. So what have you heard about Penisini, if anything, so far by reading his reports or seeing what we've had to say about him in line tonight so far?
Um, the main thing I've heard of him is he's a big run stuffing nose tackle. That's what I heard, and that's basically all I know about him.
Cool. So a little bit of background on him here. Yep, definitely a very interesting guy to watch for sure. I'm really excited to get around to watching his tape officially again. I've watched quite a bit of Utah tape, which is kind of surprising from someone from Michigan, but I ended up staying up late during Saturdays for personal reasons, I guess, without getting too deep into it. It's an anxiety thing. And I ended up watching Pac-12 After Dark games. And Utah is one of those teams that typically is one of those teams that plays later. So I get to watch quite a bit of Utah games. And over the course of watching guys like Fotu and Jalen Johnson, Bradley and Nye, and so on and so forth, Julian Blackman's the other guy I really liked from Utah. I got to get a little bit of side exposure from him over the course of that as well. So I'm pretty familiar with what he can bring to the table. I'm glad I finally get the chance to rewatch him specifically and get a chance to focus on him and make him a focal point of what we're going to be doing today. So definitely a high character guy for sure. I think Kyle Whittingham called him like the most underrated player in Utah history or something like that.
Hmm.
Today and one of the higher character guys and everything like that. So definitely something to be happy with there from that standpoint. Blue collar kid, which is love to see that Detroit kind of a person. Weight room work ethic, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to see what he can bring to the table. And we have two games to watch as well, which is a pretty good sample size. So alright, pause.
Some quality internet going on.
Push pause. There we go. To be fair, at least it's not going out today like it did day one.
Well, that's a good sign.
So I actually have him at 3 tech here. And you are going to see Fotu as more your nose, which is kind of why I don't really necessarily like him a lot as a nose. I think he's more of your like 1 to 3 type guy, but he's going to be your run defending 1 to 3 type. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Good play strength already in that first play. Oh yeah, you really get to see the balance in the drive. Boom, watch, he draws the double team, which is, from what I remember, a common thread. And he is not going down. Like, you would think, especially being pushed from the side like that he'd be on the ground. And he's doing a really nice job of staying on his feet. Nice. Okay, a little bit of a sweat move. Nice sinker. Good core strength for sure. It's something I expect to continue to pop back up. Okay, I like the idea. He ends up getting double teamed, so it doesn't work. But you get to see him try and disengage with a nice hand usage there. Okay, again, I like the idea of trying to push the pocket and collapse there. You get to see him really catch this guy literally off his feet and continue to drive and move that pocket. So that's definitely him doing his job there for sure. Yes. Good job taking away that escape lane as well. Uh, this quarterback here, I think it's Slovis, right?
Slovis started, but the number change. I think that's
Okay.
Matt Fink.
Then, yeah, whoever it is, Penisini here is able to two-gap this really, really well. He's able to cover this outside if he needs to take away this gap here, and he's also able to cover this inside to take away this escape lane. So he has control over both the outside and the inside, which will allow him to force the quarterback, whether it be Fink or Slovis, away from that. And he ends up disengaging at the end of the play too with nice strong arm. Nice. Good play strength for sure. Nice. Good swipe move. Definitely has hand usage as a pass rusher, which is better than I was hoping for from a run stuffer at that point in the draft in the 6th round. He actually has quite a bit of pocket collapse at this point, and you even get to see a little bit of a flash of a counter move at the very end, right here with a little bit of a spin move counter. So he definitely has a little bit more upside for potential. I don't want to call him pass rushing role, but because he's not going to be a pass rusher. But in a situation in which he is in a passing down, uh, he has some potential to work with as a pocket pusher and continue to develop that aspect of his game. I'll put it that way. Yeah, nice, good core anchor strength for sure. Great anchor. Oh, nice physicality on the tackle. Watch what happens here when he makes contact. Boom, just knocks the whole pile over. Was that him that jumped? Or was that the end?
That
I think he's this guy here. Inside. I think it was the end that jumped.
I think that's an eye that jumped.
Nice disengage move. Great motor in pursuit. Love the effort. That's the other thing that I really, really love about him as a defensive tackle is that motor. You want to see a consistent, get after it mentality, fight for every snap type of dog, and he definitely seems to be able to bring that. That front effort on every play. Nice swim. Okay. So we've gotten to see a spin counter already. We've gotten to see a little bit of pocket push with the base of a bull rush, and now we're seeing a little bit of a swim move over the top. So he actually has a little bit of a passing potential to continue to work with there. So that's actually really exciting for me. I don't remember seeing that from him on Monday.
Mm.
Beautiful core anchor strength. He definitely has a really nice base center of gravity. You're not getting to see him move back at all. You're not really getting to see him moved off his anchor. That's really, really nice to see from him. The one thing I will say is he's definitely slow getting off the line. Like, I mean, you can tell even in this frame, these guys are already engaged, and he's just now getting his jump off the line of scrimmage, so he's not really all that much of an athlete or expulsion type of defensive tackle, but that's fine. You're not really going to expect that to get out of him anyway. As long as he doesn't lose ground is really where you're, but he's not doing that. Nice pocket push. Drawing the double team as well. That's going to be a bigger part of his game, I think. Nice effort and fight. Boom. Love that anchor core strength. He definitely has natural functional strength, and it shows consistently with him. One of the definitely biggest attractive points to his game for sure. And watch how he's able to just utilize that leverage, hold the line of scrimmage effectively, and he's able to disengage and bring on the tackle at the end as well. Very, very, very nice to see that. Look at the motor. Look at the motor on this kid. And that's why everyone was wondering why I gave him an A plus on Twitter and why I was so hyped about this pick. And so excited to see him in a Lions uniform. And it's stuff like this. It's not even like he's even really got a good time chasing making a play. He's a slow, big, heavy run defending nose tackle. Well, at least that's the theory. I like him more at 1-3 tech. But still, more of your typical run defending type of guy, right? He's way behind on the play, everything else. His quarterback's running for his life way behind the line of scrimmage. But watch what he does here. Watch this second effort. Bam! He ends up closing the ground on the quarterback. How far off the line of scrimmage? The line of scrimmage is at the 22-yard line.
20 yards off the
Yeah.
line of scrimmage.
He's able to continue, and he gets a pressure on this play. Now, granted, it's not like a 2.5 second pressure or pass rush wing rate, blah, blah, blah. But he forces the quarterback to get this ball out quicker than he wants to by attacking him downhill. And he ends up partly doing incompletion. I mean, it's this like consistent, relentless motor, and we've already talked about all his abilities in run defense and everything like that. But it is that effort and that mentality that he's going to bring to this defensive tackle room that I love about him so much, and that's why I'm such a big fan of this pick for us in the 6th round. Like, when you get a 6th round player, you're mainly looking for, at best, a special teams contributor, 9 times out of 10. Maybe a guy who can work on your practice squad, or whatever. I think he can be a rotational defensive lineman for us day one, which you do not get in the 6th round very often. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. He can be a consistent 2-down rusher day one in a rotation.
Even like, I mean, this is a passing snap, right? They're not afraid to leave him in on passing snaps. I think we will be a little bit more so because we have Nick Williams, who will be that guy who will be able to generate that pressure consistently in that pass rushing rotation, in that specific role too. But like, I mean, look at really, he's actually not in the best position here. Against, I'm pretty sure it's Austin Jackson, who's a 1st round pick. He's
Yep.
kind of going a little bit too head first into that rush, but he's not getting moved down. Like, he's still able to recover, maintain that leverage, and he's getting pocket push. Matt Fake, whoever that is, isn't able to step up into the pocket because he's able to drive and get that pocket push. And at least him underthrowing this a little bit. Now, granted, Michael Pittman's an absolute beast of a receiver. He's able to adjust, so it goes for good time play. But watch the footwork of the quarterback here, right? Ideally, especially for a deep pass, you really want to see him hitch into this throw and get that extra forward momentum to generate that extra push. He's almost kind of throwing that a little bit back-footed because he's not able to step up with the Penisini pressure there. Boom! Look at the 2-gap ability there. Awesome. Love the gap discipline recognition. Bam! Just has complete control. Nice hand placement. Great job of getting those hands inside and the center. And he has control to his left and to his right. You are not running against him either direction. Closes that gap.
Bang.
Bam. 1 yard at most. Now again, biggest issue with him is that athleticism, right? Watch how slow he gets off the line of scrimmage. Boom. Jump. Jump. And not even, neither of those two guys did a great job of jumping this snap. Ball's already in the quarterback's hands and they're not even engaged. So you're not even, like, Leaky Fotu is not even the best, most athletic jump guy either. And he's still in his stance. So that really tells you about his extreme lack of cutoff. And that's definitely something that you really want to, if you're going to develop him in a pass rush type of setting, you really want to work with him on that cutoff. That's by far his worst attribute. But what he will do is he will not get moved. He'll draw you that double team away from the other defenders on the defensive line. Put him next to straight flowers and he'll do work. And like we talked about with the Okpara pick, right? The Okpara pick is that flashy speed edge rush guy who's going to really excite the fan base. And that guy that the fan base has been calling for so long, that'll be able to generate that third down pass rush. Penisini is almost the exact opposite of that. He is my type of guy, where he's going to be able to do the little tiny things that collapse the pocket, not lose his ground, take away the run lanes, the escape lanes for the scrambling quarterbacks. When we play Kyler Murray, when we play eventually Lamar Jackson, I think next year in 2021, like those types of things. He'll be able to do the little types of things that Matt Patricia will ask of him. 2-gap, gap integrity, gap discipline, anchor, hold the line of scrimmage. All of those types of things that are really valuable to him in that scheme in the 2-gap, in the 2-gap type of front. He'll be able to do that for you very consistently as well. And he'll do those things for you every play. I don't think we're going to see him get beat one time as a run defender and moved off that line of scrimmage. And that's really what I value on that defensive tackle spot. And we're not wanting to see defensive line pick. Especially after snacks. And letting him walk. Nice actually punch there. He's posting with the hands. Same thing, drawing that double team, he barely gets moved at all. Really like the effort and the consistent motor. Boom, nice little bit of a swim move there. We talked about his lack of pass rush, right? But he has a little bit of the technical game. It's really just the get off and the athletic ability that is really going to hinder him as a pass rusher. But he has a little bit of, if he gets stuck in there, maybe there's a play action play, maybe there's a heavy set. Like San Francisco does this a lot, right? They utilize that motion game. They pass out of those heavy sets with juice check and those types of things. He'll be the type of guy that we'll be able to utilize against that San Francisco type of offense. That power type of set. The LA Rams, I think, are another team that is able to utilize that. That they have a little bit more of a spread type of look. Kansas City with Anthony Sherman did that to us a couple times when we played them. Who else is able to do that? Baltimore, for sure. He's going to be fun to watch against the Ravens in 2021 if he's still here at that point. I really like him to cover that Ravens offensive game. Take away those rush lanes from Lamar, take away the fullback run. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what he can do to continue his development path. Nice, good disengage, and you got a nice physical tackle. Nice pocket collapse again, exactly what you want to see from him there. He really does a nice job of drawing that defensive, or not defense, drawing that offensive lineman deep into the pocket. And that's what happens when you leave him single team. That's why teams double him, and this particular snap they're doubling Leaky Foe too. But we've seen him get double teamed quite a bit, and if you don't, you're getting your pocket collapsed, and you're not going to be able to step up to make a throw. And yeah, Fink here, fortunately for him, he goes to the side, so he will be able to actually kind of sidestep that. But uh, nonetheless, he really does a great job in one-on-one situations with that pocket collapse roll. And he also does a pretty nice job of just anchoring and trying to draw these double teams. Like, I was just telling in the last play about how he's the one who's normally drawing the double team. He does so on this play mainly because Fotu is in a spy. And he's still getting a really decent bit of a pocket push. Not like he's 10 yards deep, but 3 yards is a really nice start to that. Nice shot. Ah, someone didn't do their job. Whoever this defender is here, they really should have filled that area. This got overrun. Is that Bradley and I? Looks like it might be based on the haircut.
Yeah, it looked like an eye.
Could be a linebacker based on where they're like pre-snap.
No, because an eye is the number 6, and he's on Jackson left tackle.
Oh, is he? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea who that is, but yeah, he probably should have come down a little bit quicker because Penisini
Yeah.
is doing a really nice job here of controlling that offensive lineman. He's doing a really nice job of staying engaged and freeing up that guy for the block, so that he doesn't have to shed. That's him on that one-on-one situation. Ideally, your linebacker makes that tackle. So, I don't know. He did his job. Nice job staying engaged, again, freeing up the other players around him for the block. Nice. Great job drawing the double team, especially drawing those defend the linemen away. Right? Look how he's able to draw this guy away from that gap, and really make sure that that area is open for his defenders to fill. He's doing a really nice job of making sure that that lineman isn't able to take away that second level guy and is forced to run with him. And unfortunately, 13 isn't able to. That's the same guy that messed up the touchdown play. He isn't able to make that stop, but I really like what I'm seeing from him so far. What are your thoughts after game one?
I like him. He's, like you said, a bit of a slow get off, but I really like him against the run. He does his job. He two caps. He does everything you want from an interior run stopper.
I think we also got to see a little bit more of a pass rush flashing out we're both kind of expecting so far, too.
Right,
A little bit
yeah.
of that technical aspect. He has a little bit of refinement to his game. He has at least a base to work with, which is better than I was hoping for from a pure run defending type of run stuffer. Nice. Great anchor. And even still, like, you can tell they're trying to get him off of his feet here. Like, especially at this point in the play, they're really trying to knock him down. He just does a great job of staying on his feet and maintaining that balance. He has a really good center of gravity and core. Just shoving in that block. Yeah, nice hand usage again. The relentless motor. Look at that pursuit. Watch his relentlessness as a pass rusher, right? Does a great job with the bull rush of getting that inside hand in the chest pad. Boom. Pocket collapse as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yards, 6 yards deep. And you could argue that he's probably 7 yards by the time that the offensive lineman's done. Right at this point in the play. Gets his hand up as well as the other guys, by the way. Make sure that that's pump fake, and then look at the second effort. He's able to disengage and pursue Ellinger. Of course, a really poor decision that almost resulting in pick 6. Jones the double team. Frees the rest of his linemen up for the pressure. Well,
Damn, that was a really nice shed by an eye there.
nice. Again, you get to see, and that's actually a spin counter too. So he starts with the swim over the top to try and get around or get past through. And then when that doesn't work and he gets somebody on the inside swim move, he counters that with a spin to try and get around. So I actually kind of like him a little bit from a technical aspect. At least, again, for the type of player that he is. Beautiful. Easy money.
Right.
Easy money. And that's what you're drafting him to do right there. That is what you are taking him for. Easy money. Boom. Wins this here. Point of attack. Not even contested. Brings him down for a loss. A+. Tries to double team, and look what happens because of it. Why is this so valuable to a defense? This is what he's going to have to do for Detroit next year. Boom. Look what it does. One-on-one. 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 3 guys, 3 blockers, 3 defensive linemen. And look what happens because of it. No room to work. No room to step up to the right. No room to step up to the left. No room to escape behind him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Easy sack. Why? This.
Mm-hmm.
And even still, even like without just the fact that you do the double team, look at the fact that he's actually getting a little bit of push himself. Right? He's not 5 yards down the field, yada yada. He's not even at the line of scrimmage. These offensive linemen, both of them in a double team against him. 1, 2, 3, 4 yards into the pocket. Even still, at the very end, he's able to disengage and get around the pile. So even taking away the fact that he was just able to draw the double team, which is a winning itself, and what he was able to do for the pass rush on this particular play, it's all the other little things that he does for a defense, and that's what's really so enticing to him to him for me. Is what he's able to do for you so consistently. All the little types of things that impact the team unit, right? He's not going to be your pass rush win rate 2.5 pressure type of guy like Aquara. Oh my god, look at that sack. Look at what he was able to do. Yada yada, blah blah blah. That's fine for the casual fan. But me, when I'm watching all 22 film on Monday or on Tuesday or whatever day of the week I end up watching that particular week whenever I'm healthy and able to do so and have time. That's the type of thing that really excites me, and that's the thing that's going to win you football games. Love the swim. And again, generates a little bit of pressure here, right? Once he's able to free himself up, win that outside leverage to the guard's left shoulder here, and he actually gets a little bit of pressure in the face of St. Ellinger and forces an overthrow. Nice, good recovery considering loss of leverage, and then he gets in on the tackle.
Nice.
Oh, that's beautiful recognition. He ends up missing the tackle, which is unfortunate, but that's what happens when you have a 320-pound run defending defensive tackle against a wide receiver who's probably 195 pounds. More importantly here is Washa is able to kind of recognize this, right? He ends up attacking to get that offensive lineman moving backwards. But look at this. He drops. Able to take away the underneath in the flat. And well, yes, he misses the tackle. That route recognition, that ability to defend that, and slow him down for the next guy. Love to see it. And getting him off balance here is really what kind of slows him down and chokes him up to put that defender. I think that's probably Julian Blackman in position for that tackle for loss. Beautiful. Look at the finish too.
Nice. Absolutely throws the guard down.
Is that a triple team?
Damn, he already had more triple teams than Chase Young.
Oh, nope. He's spying on my. Still, he does, again, draw the double team. And look what happens because of it. One-on-one, one-on-one, one-on-one. Nowhere to go. No space to work the pocket. And I would bet you that was probably an incompletion. Yep, because his next play is 2nd and 18. Also, I just said this. It's just kind of clicking for me. 2nd and 18. And he's on the field. 2nd and 18 is normally not a running down situation. If you're running the ball on 2nd and 18, there's a bit of a problem. And yeah, there's a running back in the backfield, but they're in 4 wide. And this is Texas. This is a Big 12 offense. That is not a run down or a run situation or anything like that. And again, look what he is able to do for the defensive front, right? Look at where this is. I'll back it up again so you can replay it in full time. But just to show you the result and what happens because of this. He draws this double team, nowhere to go one-on-one, nowhere to go with the one-on-one, nowhere to go with the one-on-one. He has leverage and he's going to win his rep. Draws the double team. And gets put a little bit of pocket push because of it. So watch it from the beginning of the play. Draws these defenders away, one-on-one for both your edge guys because of that. Pocket push, one-on-one. Not able to drop, has to step up. Not able to drop, has to step up. He's thrown under pressure. Looks like that was complete. Nice anchor. And again, they're really trying to knock his leverage, right? They're seeing the double teams come from the side. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to not only wash him down the line of scrimmage, but they're also trying to knock him off balance and try and get him to fall to his side. And it's just not working. He's still able to kind of hold his own there. And he's really doing a great job of staying on his feet and maintaining that leverage with his core strength. Cool. Nice. Good quick shed. Again, trying to double team. Nice counter. Love the idea. Again, I used to like it, but athleticism that really burns him from making this play. But I love the motor and the effort here to try and get off that block and pursue. He's just not athletic enough to be able to catch Ellinger. There's a triple team. Figured it had to be coming at some point. Oh my god. I love this. This is what Devin Bush started with 2 years ago. I'm going to call it 2 years ago now, but because it was anyway. Is these cut blocks. They're really just trying to get him on the ground. And he just pushes him down into the ground and avoids it completely. Oh, again, the motor! Love this! Well, she ends up kind of missing the throwback, right? But watch what he does here. He's in the middle of the field, in between the hashes. Look at the effort that's getting on the play.
Beautiful.
Oh, I'd love to see that. Nice. Ooh, nice hurdle.
God damn it. It's a Jalen Jones getting absolutely jumped over.
Oh, we have ourselves a waffle. Flattens them. We've been talking a lot about some pancakes before the last couple days with Jimmy Jackson and Logan Stenberg. But man, we'll be making some waffles every once in a while too. Bam, you get tired of pancakes? Boom. Completely knocks over the offensive lineman. Nice jump on the double. Nice stiff arm. Running back is interesting. I don't know if it's the same guy that made the hurdle play, but nice, beautiful two gap. Really nice job of making sure he closes both of these rush lanes. Not able to run to his right, not able to run to his left. Running back has to make a decision, chooses to go to the right. Good leg drive to be able to get that much. Nice shot trying to double. Again, draws the offensive running away. 1-on-1, 1-on-1, 1-on-1. Fortunately for Ellinger, he has a quick release, and he actually wins again on the rep. But yeah, fortunately he's able to get that out quicker and it's the ice rush, but it's incomplete because he's showing that double team. Oh, even better. So when you're not able to draw a double team, what you have to do is you have to be able to manipulate the lane, right? So what you want to do, and this is will be crucial for Jared Davis. Jared Davis is going to really benefit from this. Is you really want to see him position the blocker where he wants him to free up the second level. So what you want to see him do here is you know that this is going to be a blitz through this A gap. So what you want to see him do is you want to see him control the B and you want to see him manipulate the A to free up that linebacker coming through the A gap blitz. So watch what he does. He does a great job of winging into the B gap and drawing that defender, that offensive lineman, that offensive guard out to try and maintain that square position. So what he does in exactly right here is exactly what you want to see. This offensive lineman's back is completely turned to this linebacker blitzing through that gap, that A gap. He has complete control here over the B gap. And if Ellinger were to try and escape out, first off, he has to worry about the edge guy who's winning his rep on his own right. But also, he's not going to be able to run through that gap either because Penisini's right there to secure that with that outside leverage. So he does a great job of winning that outside leverage, drawing the blocker away, turning his back toward that rush. Look at this. Boom. Lazy throws. That was a really well thrown ball under pressure by Ellinger. 9 times out of 10, that's an incompletion if not a sack. But Penisini does a great job of doing what he has to do on that play to free up that blitz. That is going to be critical for Jared Davis in our Detroit scheme. Oh, love that. This is, again, another critical thing about being a run defending nose tackle or run stuffer along the defensive front. First off, he's the guy who really does a great job holding this line. But watch here, right? This play is designed to basically go right at Penisini here. But he's the one dude that's getting pocket push and really driving forward into the backfield. So because of that, it forces the running back to completely abandon the inside run and attack the force player. Now, unfortunately, the force doesn't do his job on this play. I believe that's this defender here. That might be Jalen Johnson. And ends up resulting in a touchdown somehow. But that is what you want to see from him, right? That's all on the force player here to do that job and cover that force. So between the edge defender and an eye, I'm pretty sure that's who you said that is, right? Keelan? He must have had to go. So between, yeah, that's an eye. Between the edge defender here and an eye, and the force player, you really want to see one of those two guys take away that outside run. But Penisini's job here is to take away that inside run, and that's exactly what he does. He has the ability to stack this inside leverage or the outside leverage to really take away either or both of those gaps, two-gap roll. And unfortunately, Anai takes inside leverage, and the force player here, 26, falls and isn't able to play the force roll. That's really what kills him on this play. So Penisini, fantastic job. Sweet. So overall, definitely a fan of what Penisini can bring to this defense going forward. Really, really loved what I was able to see from him. And this was everything I expected for sure from watching him in live games. I'm pretty sure Texas and USC were the two live games I remember most would be watching. So that makes sense why I remember that correctly. But definitely, really, really big fan of what he is able to do. And I'm going to add him to my database here. biggest strength is run defending. Biggest weakness is athleticism. Definitely not the most athletic guy in the world. Let me talk about that. Put this guy off. Games watched are USC 19 and Texas 19. So things we're going to be going over here are gap integrity, which is a 10. Block shedding, I'm only going to go with 9 in block shedding for now. Anchor is easily a 10. Pocket collapse is going to be a 9. I actually really like his ability to drive the pocket, and we talked about that. And also his responsibility in terms of drawing those double teams that allow other guys to get the pass rush as well. So that's part of the reason why I gave him so high there. Tackling, no missed tackles, pretty easy 10. Hand usage is really, really nice. I liked his effort, his ability to continue pounding and really go after that with that consistent hand usage in that fight and ability to reset with his hands. Athleticism is a 1. That's definitely an issue for sure, which is really what's going to drag his great talent at the end, as you guys will be able to see here. Motors is a solid 10. We talked about that pretty consistently. Moveset, I actually like his base quite a bit. We got to see the swim move, we got to see some bull rush, and we got to see that spin counter a couple times. So I'm actually going to give him a 7. I was relatively impressed by his pass rush technique for the type of player he is. And then miscellaneous, I don't remember hearing anything about any injuries or anything of that sort. High character guy as well, so I'm going to give him a 9 in that regard as well. Keeling, are you here? Okay, guess not. You must have had to leave. So, with that said, I'm going to calculate my grade here really quick. We've got 10, 9, 10, 9, 10, 10, 1, 10, 7, 9, which puts him in 85, which is a second round grade. Now, of course, again, that's not second round value because he's a run defender type of guy. But that gives you an idea of just how much exactly I like him and what I feel like he's going to be able to bring to this football team next year uh, in that type of role. Actually, that gets in green territory. And 85 is, yeah, he's definitely a fantastic value for where we got him in the 6th round. And he's really going to be able to do a lot of things to help this team unit defense next season, for sure. I am a big time fan of his game, and for those of you guys who are following this and coming over to this video from the Twitterverse and wondering why I was so high on him when we first picked him up, this is exactly why. Uh, I really love this pick for the Lions, and he might just be my favorite pick outside of Okuda, of course, out of the entire draft. I love Swift and what he's going to be able to do and everything like that, but running back at 35 is always kind of a bit of a question mark in terms of that value. And as much as I love Jordan Jackson, I gave him like a 94. I think he was my offensive lineman 1, or offensive lineman 2 behind Thomas, offensive guard 1. Trading up for an offensive guard on day 2 was not always ideal. Taking a guy like this with the second round grade for me in the 6th round is just absolutely incredible. And I'm really, really pleased with what he's going to be able to do for this football team going forward. So, with that being said, I definitely expect to hear his name a lot going forward. I'm really, really excited by his potential here and what we're going to be able to get out of him. I feel like he's a Linval Joseph type of player. And for those of you guys who are Lions fans, you know who Linval Joseph is. He's a Minnesota defensive tackle. Definitely love, love, love his game as a run defender. I am very, very happy that the Lions were able to land him when we did. So with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, learned a thing or two along the way. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. We're going over all Lions draft picks. I believe we have 1 or 2 more left to get to. Plus, we might go over a couple of the DFAs as well. There's one in particular that was very highly regarded. So, with that being said, hopefully you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And for now, peace out.